I'm not a soldier. I wasn't a soldier, so I didn't have the same pressures and stresses that they had. I mean, every day they went out, they knew they were responsible not only for their own life, but for the life of their best friend or their good buddy from home. And if they weren't doing their job when they're on a mission, it could lead, to somebody's death. So they really had much more stress. And I think that's what led to a lot of their sort of silent war wounds, the combat stress and the PTSD, and Cole gets an ulcer and he's got some breathing problems, and Dominic has, and then of course there's the TBI from the bombs going off. But so I didn't have those same stresses, and I was never in a truck that got hit by a IED. I mean, I was in the convoy, because we would go out in convoys of 10 or 12 trucks, but I wasn't actually in a truck that got hit. So, I mean, if I had been, maybe I would have had more problems. But, I mean, my problem is mainly where I was just trying to get the footage I needed of the guys when we came back, and that was really hard because they were having a lot of problems and they didn't want to talk about it. And Dominic says in the film, we don't even talk about it with each other, so they didn't really want to talk about it on camera, to me on camera. So that was really difficult, and to realize that they were having a lot of problems, because the first month or so they were back, everything seemed fine. It kind of hit them basically about 2 months after they came back, things started, and that was hard to realize that they were having so many problems, and yeah, that was really hard. But I think just having a lot of patience and just being there, and eventually they did talk about it to me. But and again, it's just having a lot of time to put in is really important. So, but no, I didn't really have myself any problems. I had dreams about IEDs and stuff, but I didn't, it wasn't like, There was one dream I had. I was staying at a friend's house, and I thought it was real. I thought that some house had exploded in the neighborhood, and I was like, "Did you guys hear that explosion?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And I thought for sure I was gonna read in the paper that there was a gas explosion in someone's house or whatever, but nothing happened. It was totally this dream, but I actually thought it had happened. So I mean, I guess I did have some residual, but it was mainly just I was worried about them, and worried about and unsure of how to approach them about it too. It took a while, took a lot of waiting around and having a lot of patience, so.